Hello, loves, and welcome to the Introverts Toolbox, the podcast for introverts who feel like the world's kind of fucked up, where the biggest and craziest people get all the success, and we're left wondering, like, oh my god, what the hell do we do? My name's Karen Hewitt, and I am your host, and we're going to go over systems, methods, and skills you can use as an introvert to be authentically you and be successful. So, subscribe and share this on your social media, and don't forget to give us 5 stars, and let's get started. Hello, my loves, and welcome to another episode of the Introverts Toolbox. My name is Karen Hewitt, and I'm your hostess today. Now, it has been a little while, don't get me wrong, but we're back and we're going to be talking about something really interesting. And today, I want to talk to you about actually embracing your introvertism. I know we're always told we're the wallflower, we're the quiet ones, we need to not do things. Well, I want to actually talk to you about embracing it and how you can take these skills that you have within yourself and make them something spectacular. But like you are a spectacular human being. And introverts, not a shame, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a unique thing and a good thing for you. So let's talk about the fundamentals of introvertism. Let's debunk some common misconceptions. And we're going to discuss some like unique strengths that you have, because you do have unique strengths, and that's what we should be talking about, and how you can appreciate your introverted nature. So let's start about debunking some of those myths. Let's talk about some of the things that people say that maybe are not right. Some of the misconceptions are that we're shy, we're quiet, we're not very social. Like, girl, please. I am very social if you're the right person. Let's be honest with that. It's we tend to assess rather than jump in. People also think that introverts cannot do certain roles. They cannot lead teams, they cannot speak on stages, they cannot do the things that require a great deal of energy. I've said this so many times before, and I'll say it again. Being an introvert is not about this energy that you spend, but rather the how you recreate that energy. An introvert and an extrovert get up on stage, or get up in front of a team meeting, or get in front of a group of individuals, and they spend the same energy talking. Like right now, I am spending energy talking to you. I am sharing these things, I'm sharing these likes, I'm sharing all this. And listening to me, you're going to be like, well, you don't sound like an introvert. Oh my goodness, you're so confident, you're so outgoing, you don't sound. No, this is the same amount of energy that an extrovert would spend on speaking. The difference is in how we recharge it. Now, a lot of people will say, well, being an introvert will exhaust. This will be exhausting. Time for a nap. No, it's the same energy. However, an extrovert's going to go out and they're going to get more jazzed up, more energized by talking to people, by engaging, by doing activities with people. Think of it like a day after work. You have a long day at work. The extroverts tend to go to the bar, tend to go to dinner and sit around and have a conversation and develop things with other people. The introverts like, no, let me go home, put on Netflix, grab a book and have a glass of wine. End of story. I need alone time. I need to self-soothe and self-regulate my energies and my emotions. So before you start saying, well, introverts can't do this. Yes, introverts can do anything they want. You just have to be aware of your own needs to regulate those emotions, regulate those energies, and develop yourself from there. Now, once you get there, you get to this point of self-acceptance and empowerment. I always used to think that I had to be someone else. I didn't think that being an introvert was good enough. I actually thought it was a problem. I thought people wouldn't take me seriously. I thought, oh my gosh, she's the girl with pink hair with green headphones on a podcast, and people are not going to take me seriously because I'm an introvert. I no, I'm not shy. No, I can be taken seriously. This is not how this goes. In fact, realizing the strength in my introvertism helped me become a better leader, because this is where we're going to go over some of the skill sets and some of the leveraging of our strength. And that is how you really find empowerment. I'm often told, I can just talk to you. I feel like I can tell you anything. Like, oh my gosh, you're so easy to talk to. And that's because an introvert's natural state is to listen and not just listen to go, yeah, 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 you're talking, whatever, whatever. We actually listen on a deep level. I personally will listen for tonalities. I will listen for little things that they say they may not realize they're saying because I want to get to the truth of the matter. And this is a very strategic step. And introverts tend to do it easier than extroverts because extroverts are feeding off the energy. They're like grabbing the energy. They're going, go, 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 go. Like, give me more, give me more, give me more. An introvert doesn't need that feed. They're perfectly calm to sit and listen and have everything still. And that gives them one of the greatest strengths there are. Another strength, which you should take as a self-empowerment, this self-awareness, is how strategic introverts are. No, I'm not saying that extroverts cannot be strategic, because absolutely they can be extremely strategic. They can absolutely crush it. They can rock it. They're so good at it. But introverts tend to have a natural task with it. It's like playing chess. If you're playing chess, there's two distinct styles. And I remember this because I used to play chess as a kid. I don't do it so much. I might want to take it up again. I don't know. But some people take a very aggressive attack form and they're moving their pieces in order to attack, take the queen, take the king, get domination over the board. And they're doing it quickly, ferociously. They'll be slamming the clock because they see they're moving and make it. And it's very quick, very decisive, it is almost intuitive because it doesn't feel like there's much thought in there, but it is still a good skill. That's a very extroverted way of playing chess. An introvert, they're the ones that go, what should I do next? They're sitting there making decisions nice and calmly and slowly. They're figuring out each move and they're going, well, let me look at my opponent. How are they acting? What are they saying? What are their emotions like? And they're not just reading the chessboard, they're reading their opponent, they're reading the surroundings, and they're taking in so much tactical information. It's a strength. And we don't acknowledge the strength in introverts enough. And with this strength, this makes you prime for things like, tactical positions. It makes you prime for informational. It makes you prime for C-suite because you're developing these deep thinking, these active listening, these creative, the forming meaningful connections, but you're doing it under strategic communication. And you're also then creating this environment for quiet and change. And why am I bringing up this environment for quiet and change? Because you're there thinking, oh no, I just want peace and quiet. Just leave me alone. I know I do it too. Okay. I do it too. I want the peace and quiet. I want the calm. I want the happy time. I want the, but giving you that space, giving you that time for that quietness and that strategic thinking and that just calm peace is actually giving you the self-reflection time. And that self-reflection time leads into greater growth as an individual, as a human, as a working part of a family or an organization. These growths are something that you should be proud of. I know a lot of extroverts go, oh, I can't meditate. Meditating is hard because my brain's never quiet. I have ADHD and autism, but I have ADHD. My brain is never shuts up. It goes a million miles a minute, which is why I'm talking here fast and passionate and excitable to you because we are developing these skills and we're seeing you just achieve greatness. But to have that still, that reflection, that moment where you could just be listening to music, you could be reading a book, you could be watching a show, but you just, okay, I want you to do it with me. Let's breathe in, hold it, just take a moment. I know it's uncomfortable, right? You're listening to my voice and you're thinking, okay, when's you going to start again? When's it going to go? Can you hear your own heart beating? Is your brain going a million miles a minute? This is an area of self-reflection. And as an introvert, You're naturally drawn to these. And yes, you're probably hypercritical and oversensitive and you go over things and you're, oh my gosh, I should have done it like this and I should have done it like that. That's okay. We're developing the skills and growing from there. And the reason I'm sharing all this, and this was just a lot of information, is I want you to celebrate your quiet nature. Introverts have these unique skills. And this is what gives us that wrong impression of being shy. We go into a party and we find a seat in the corner of a room, we're all back to a wall, and we just observe. We're watching everyone and everything. We're listening. We're taking information in. We're adapting to what's going on. And what that's doing for us is giving us so much strategic information. Be proud of it because it is helping you grow. It is helping you develop. It is helping you see things that others don't. Introverts are the ones that see things before they happen. They can almost, sometimes they said, oh, you tell the future because it's just the seeing patterns and they're recognizing it and they're being quiet and still long enough to see it. Celebrate your quiet nature. Stop thinking that being an introvert's a problem. It's not. It's a skill set that is phenomenal and you deserve that. Think about the things that you do, things that you say, and how it involves you and how it impacts your life in such a meaningful way. And I want you to take this and just know you are amazing. You are powerful. You are a goddess to be reckoned with, and your introvert is your magic power. Lean into it. It will not serve you wrong. And recognize those skills. What skills do you see in yourself? Do you see that observation? Do you see that, ease of building relationships? Do you see that people talk to you? Let me know in the comments. So I would love to know what your superpower is, what your magic power is, because we need to celebrate you and that magical entity that is an introvert and see you shine. Till the next episode.
And thank you for listening to another episode of the Introverts Toolbox. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you know what? I want to know, what is one thing you learned today? Is there something that you're going to take and use in your life or your business? Let me know below.